and welcome to the SGF Insider podcast series. This is a cooperative project between the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Leadership Springfield. So each month, this podcast series aims to give you a look at the people and programs that make the Springfield, Missouri region a great place to live, work, and play. So this is the Chamber's portion of the podcast called Get Connected, where we talk about Chamber programs, initiatives, resources, and the information to help your business grow and thrive. So I'm Tiffany Batdorf, Vice President of Communications and Community Relations.
And I'm Jaden Love. I'm the Content and Marketing Coordinator here at the Chamber.
So last month, we gave you a short intro of kind of our new format and structure. And while we did not have a guest, we are extremely excited because this month we actually have a guest. And our special guest is Bob Helm. He's our 2025 chairman, but he is a partner at Elliott Robinson and Company with over 40 years of experience specializing in corporate, individual trust, and estate taxation. So this year, as our board of chairman, he's going to be able to highlight a lot of new initiatives that we have going on, and so we're excited to kind of share that program. But we'll start off with our monthly business tip.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from Bob. To get started with our business tip, the Chamber is the voice and advocate for the Springfield region business community. And your input and leadership in the processes and the initiatives that the Chamber champions is important. So we have a lot of committees and task forces here at the Chamber that you can actually get involved in as a Chamber member.
Yeah, as a nonprofit organization, we rely on our volunteers. We rely on our committees and task force to kind of help provide that direction. Because again, as we say, we are the voice and we are the advocates for this region. And we have a lot of different ways that you can get involved. But the Chamber committees and task force is a great resource for all of our members.
So we have lots of different areas. In economic development, we have the Manufacturing Leadership Council. If you're interested in public affairs, we have a committee, the Voice of Business Committee, the Local Issues Task Force. If you're interested in, current topics that are going on in the community and you want your voice to be heard for your business, that is a great committee for you. We also have our Ambassadors Committee, which is a group that represents the Chamber at all of our ribbon cuttings throughout the community, as well as a Small Business Council, which is another great group to be a part of.
Yeah, so if you're interested in finding out more information on how you can become involved with any of our committees and task force, you can visit our website, scroll over to the About section. You'll see a drop-down menu. It'll have committees and task forces, and you can dig in and kind of explore. Aside from the ones that we mentioned today, we do have several additional opportunities for you to kind of touch base with the Chamber staff. But we are also available by phone, email. If you have any questions, how do I get on one of those committees? Do I have to be a Chamber member? Yes, you do have to be a Chamber member, but how can I get a little more involved? And we can definitely walk you through that process and kind of ask a few more questions to see where you might fit best.
So upcoming in the next month, we have lots of exciting events for you to be a part of. First up, on February 13th, we have business after hours from 4 to 6 p.m. This one is at Big Shots Golf. So that's a really exciting place to have business after hours. This is a great event to network, meet new faces, meet those new business connections. Don't forget to bring your business card, as we always do a little raffle to give away prizes during the event.
Yeah, I know last year Big Shots was completely blown away with how full we packed their little entryway and bar area.
Absolutely. It should be a great event. We hope to see you there. Make sure to register on the website.
Yeah. Following that, we will have our SBDC annual meeting, which the SBDC is the Chamber's economic development arm, but they will be having their annual meeting on February 19th from 11 to 1 at the University Plaza Grand Ballroom. That particular meeting is always exciting to attend. This year, we're going to talk a little bit about how to save your downtown with small-scale manufacturing, which is a great topic that is timely for this area. We have a lot of manufacturing, so I'm looking forward to hearing from that speaker.
We have Maximize Your Membership on February 26th. This is from 11:30 to 1 o'clock here at the Chamber. This is a really great event for especially new members, but even longtime members that want to come and learn about the opportunities and the benefits that the Chamber offers. How do you get involved in the Chamber? How can the Chamber benefit you in your business? This is really kind of a crash course to what the Chamber does and how you can get involved.
Yeah, this one is always an exciting event for me to kind of sit back and watch and listen to some of our members that are new, some of the questions that they're asking, and how can they get more involved? What resources can I utilize? It really is that perfect event for our first-time members. So as we roll into March, as always, we will have our Good Morning Springfield that first Thursday, March 6th, from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m., and we will be back at Cox Health Myers Center. And again, for those of you that may not be familiar, our Good Morning Springfield is a great place to network with other members, community members, partners, but it's also an opportunity to hear important updates from our city, from our counties, our Springfield Public School System, and some chamber updates, along with some usually pretty great food. And then we have a brief program each month that kind of highlights some initiatives that the chamber's working on.
I'm always amazed by the number of people that show up for Good Morning Springfield. So this should be another great one. Make sure to come and enjoy this networking breakfast.
Okay, so today we've got our 2025 Chairman of the Board, Bob Helm, here with us to just kind of go over a little bit about his plans and things. So thank you for joining me, Bob.
Thank you for the offer.
So let's just kind of jump into our programming. Can you tell me just a little bit about who you are and how you became our 2025 chairman?
Sure. I was born and raised in Kansas City, and my father moved us here. We thought this was a godforsaken place, Springfield, Missouri, in 1971. Actually, we thought we were moving to Springfield, Illinois. I'm one of 8 children, so a big Catholic family that grew up pretty poor, but we had a lot of fun, so it was really easy to do that. So that led to the move to Springfield, and then when I was in high school, we opened Kickapoo High School when we moved here, and I was this little bitty short guy. When I graduated from high school, I was 5 foot tall, weighed 98 pounds, but the good part about it, I was well received by everybody, and so my junior year in high school, they talked me into running for junior class president. And it was a bunch of girls and guys that I hung out with, and I won. And so then when we were going into my senior year, they talked me into running for student body president.
Okay.
And I won again. And I thought, this is crazy. Well, that gave me the opportunity to lead. And I didn't really know at the time that I had that in me, but it's been working ever since. Then when I fast forward, got through college, came back to Springfield after college, and went to work for Elliott Robinson and Company. And the guy that hired me, Gordon Elliott, convinced me that I needed to be involved in the community, and that's where my community service time began, really. And so I was his assistant on treasurer for capital campaigns and political campaigns and things like that. Then I got asked to do it myself, which led into probably my favorite organization I was attached to is the Boys and Girls Club of Springfield, and I still am today. I've helped run their capital campaigns and some of their annual fundraisers for a long time. So that got me going, and then 4 years ago I got invited to be a part of the Chamber Board of Directors, and I'd really never been involved with an organization like this before, and I probably didn't totally understand what I was getting myself into, but I've loved every minute of it. And I'm one of those people, I'm either going to get in or I'm going to get out. And so I actually had met with Matt during my first year on the board and said, hey, I feel like I'm just coming to board meetings. I said, that's really not, I don't do that. And so needless to say, then I got to be the treasurer the next year. And
that's what happens.
Yes, it does. And so it led into a little over a year ago that I got asked if I'd be willing to serve as the chair of the 2025 board. And after talking it over with my partners at the firm and more importantly, my wife, they said, go for it. And so I agreed to do it. And I'm very excited about it.
Good. That's exciting. I like the way you kind of illustrate. Again, we are a board driven. Everything that comes out of the chamber, we're driven by the board. So that's a great opportunity for you to kind of recognize that, okay, I don't want to just come and sit. I need to be active. And those are the things that we, kind of need in our community. And I also found it interesting that with just a little bit of peer pressure, we could probably talk you into doing just about anything, running for student council, come be on the chamber board. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, but the piece of the being on the board I didn't realize was the political side. I didn't realize how important that was. And so I've got an opportunity to go to Jefferson City several times, and just last week was with the Metro Partnership Group and had just a fantastic day in Jefferson City. And, the politicians, our legislators, our lawmakers are just fantastic people from this area. So I'm actually enjoying that piece of it where I wasn't sure I would.
Good. So I want to talk a little bit about kind of future plans, what you have planned for 2025 and kind of beyond. I know you touched a little bit at our annual meeting on our strategic plan, kind of rolled that out, and we've been kind of doing a little bit of teasers here and there. So can you tell me what you found kind of fascinating in that whole year-long process and what you found the most exciting?
Well, the whole process is really pretty exciting to be a part of. I had the good fortune of being part of the committee that selected the organization, the consultants that were going to do that for us, and interview 3 or 4 different groups, all very different makeups and things that you're attracted to and things that you don't fit well with the organization. And so I got to be a part of that. Then I chaired the steering committee for the whole process, and again that was fun. In that you're a part, I love being a part of all the details of everything. It's probably the nerdy part of being an accountant, but I really, really enjoy that part. So you're an integral part of all the decisions that get made. And so well-run, organized, very methodical. The whole process was just exceptionally well done. And when you have that, you end up with a really good plan when you get finished. And I think we did that. I think there's over 400 stakeholders that participated in the process. So this is a community-wide strategic plan for the Chamber of Commerce. And so it's put together exceptionally well. It should encompass what everybody's interested in, and now we have to implement.
Yes, that's the exciting process. I'm with you. I kind of like to know every little detail that we have to put into getting that end result. And I think our end result, like you said, it's a community-based plan. I mean, that's our job is to serve the community, the business community. And I think they did a really good job. But again, that took over 400 people to kind of piece that together. So when we're talking about 2025 now. So what piece of that plan are you most excited about implementing in 2025?
So if you step back just a second, I'll answer your question here in just a second. But when we went on our community leadership visit to North Carolina, for those that were there, the last night we were there, and I did my talk, and I challenged the group that was there, 85 people, that because we were in the middle of the strategic plan process, that are you on the trip to just take some time away and enjoy that part of the country? Or are you here to make our area better? Mm-hmm. And so I challenged them that we would be having this plan coming forward, and it would take all of us to implement it. So to answer your question then is I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And so Matt and I have been, we had some windshield time together last week, and we had some great conversations about how we want to do it. We're going to mix things up a little bit, but the whole goal in 2025 for the board is implementation of the strategic plan. If I had my way, and I'm going to try, is I'm going to try and do more. I want us to do more than what the first year plan is. I'd like us to really springboard this into an action plan and really put it into place, because I believe it's going to be the difference maker for us. And I think we need that. I think it's time for it. I think the community's looking to us to make a difference, and I'm ready to go.
Good, good. Well, I know I'm with you. I'm ready to go. I know there are a lot of fun things, and for me, a strategic plan is very easy. Just put on a shelf and forget about it. If you break it down into pieces, we can talk about 1-year goals and 5-year goals, but really, it's a long range plan that 2 to 3 years we should be looking at our next strategic cycle. And so I think this will give us that kind of foundation to begin that process every few years.
Which is why we have to spend time at every board meeting and in between working on it. The board meetings are going to become less about reporting and more about doing. And so you're going to see that. We're going to introduce that at our January board meeting. And it's going to be a difference maker for us because people are going to focus on not just coming to a board meeting, but did I have a responsibility from the last time? What was I supposed to do in between now and then? And how are we going to bring this group together and get us to the next step? So I'm very excited about that.
Okay, good. Well, is there anything about this next year that we missed or you'd like to add?
Well, the only thing I'll tell you is we have put together a fantastic board. I got to be a part of selecting who the new 3-year term people were. I got to be a part of the 1-year appointments, and I think we did a really good job of going, this fits. We've got some exceptional people, community leaders, they lead their organizations, and so that part's really exciting to see in place. And then I can't go without saying, working with the staff is fantastic. Anything we need, they do. And I think they're looking forward to the implementation of the strategic plan, and they'll be an integral part of it too. We can't do it without them. And so I think when we get to this point next year, we're going to go, wow, what a great year.
Good. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to everyone next month.
Thanks.
Well, that wraps up the second episode for 2025 of the Get Connected portion of the SGF Insider podcast. We hope that you'll listen in next month.
Yeah, next month our topic is going to cover workforce development, which is a topic that we're very passionate about here at the Chamber, but we're looking forward to some new developments and how we can enhance our community. Thanks for listening.